Herkimer County's budget proposal is out and includes a 0.45% increase to the tax rate and at a 1.13% increase in the tax levy. The proposed budget is $99 million and change, and it's $551,516 more than the 2016 budget. If I have all of that right, it would include a 1.5% increase in salary for the majority of the county's employees. Jim Wallace is on right now to speak. He's the administrator in Herkimer County. Good morning, James.
Good morning. How are you, Bill?
Good. I'm not sure I got all those numbers right, but
I think you were right on.
It's calling for a bit of an increase. Let's talk about it. And what is warranting the increase?
I think the biggest driver, Bill, it's kind of a good news, bad news kind of thing, is the sales tax. With gas prices going down the last year or so, we're down to date about $1 million in sales tax.
Wow. About
$500,000 of that is attributed to gasoline sales. So that in a small county, with around a $99 million budget, that's a tough nut for us to crack.
Bill mentioned 0.45% increase and then the levy 1.13%. This always confuses me. Can you explain the difference in those two numbers, and what will homeowners actually see under the proposal?
Yeah, and again, that's the big nut that everybody wants to see. The tax levy is the amount of money we're going to raise. So, if we have for argument's sake, $100 million budget, and we have $74 million in other revenues, we would need to raise a tax levy of $26 million. So that's kind of the simple way to say that. The tax rate, you take that $26 million and apportion it amongst all the taxpayers in Herkimer County, and that will bring you to that $5.58 a thousand that you need to pay for.
Now, yeah, go ahead.
The average home in Herkimer County is about an $80,000 home, so they'll see about a $2.16 increase for next year.
All right. Now, did the miscalculation with the sales tax distribution and having to make up for a couple of overpayments or underpayments, I guess, did that play a role in this?
No, it didn't, Bill. I'm glad you asked that question because I've heard that a few times. It has nothing to do with it.
Okay. All right. And again, we're at a time, where you look at these gas prices and as a consumer, we look at them and say, this is awesome and positive. But at the end of the day, we're going to end up paying anyway, right?
Absolutely. It's great that the motorists in Herkimer County have about $458,000 more in their pocket. However, though, with that hole, we're looking at that 1.13% increase.
Talk about the increase in salaries.
Basically, I'm going to say the majority of individuals are looking at a 1.5% increase for next year, and that's on the base salary. The only group that we're still negotiating with is the Sheriff's Department. That's a net cost to the county taxpayers of about $185,000.
All right. And, we're seeing this in Oneida County. I know the county executive, Anthony Pacini, is really trying to push towards consolidation. What is being done in Herkimer County to consolidate? We're based on, because of history, a lot of little towns, a lot of little governments, and is there anything being done to consolidate there? And if not, why not?
About the last 30 years, Bill, the county. I've been here, unfortunately, that long. We've looked at consolidating 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Jim Bono worked with Genesis this year to bring all the police departments together. They've worked out some small things to do. We're at the county level. We really believe that consolidation has to happen. When you look at our taxpayers in the villages paying around $57 a thousand, that's just too high a tax rate for people to pay.
Yeah,
we really need to work together. It doesn't have to be mergers, but we really do need to consolidate. A couple of years ago, we worked with the Secretary of State. We really did a great plan to consolidate all highways, but we couldn't get the towns and villages to buy in.
Do you see maybe 2017 being a year where there might be some resolution to the very costly jail situation in Herkimer County?
We believe, Bill, that we'll go to court again in I think it's January 12th in Rochester, Court of Appeals. We're hoping that will be the end to this situation. And again, I truly believe it's a tremendous saving for the taxpayers if that happens. $1.6 to $1.8 million a year in savings. So I'm very hopeful that it happens.
Now, short of taking this to the federal level, this would be the last stop in the court system. Am I correct?
Well, they could go to the highest court in the state.
Got it. Okay.
Or we could.
Or you guys could as well.
All right. I don't want to be presumptuous.
Well, let's hope for the taxpayers, the people of Herkimer County, this comes to an end in January. That would be a positive. Now, there's a public hearing on the budget, December 14th. Is that correct?
At 7:00. Yes.
All right. That'll be at the county building.
Right on 109 Mary Street.
All right, Jim. As always, it's great talking to you. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Have a good Thanksgiving.
You too. Thanks so much, Jim Wallace in Herkimer County.